Good morning, everybody. Good morning if you're learning at home, and good morning in indigo, cornflower and blush bubbles. We are going to do some more split digraph work today because we need to practice that for our sounding out. So we are going to look at this split digraph today, where we have the I and the E with the sneaky consonant that comes in the middle and makes this say I together. I. So it's another way of writing the I sound. Okay, so don't forget our split digraph for I today. So let's sound out some words first of all, please. Okay, here's our first one. Chime. I like it when the bells chime. Here's our next one. Life. Life. I know lots of you can read these words without sounding them out, but because we're practicing our phonics, I want you to sound out the phonemes and then say the word so that we can be sure that you are looking carefully about which letters make which sounds in these words. Okay, brilliant. Here's a long one to tax your brain. E, N, W, I, O. Let's do it a little bit faster together. E, N, W, I, O. Meanwhile, well done. Here's another longer one. O, N, D, L, I, N. Well done. Underline. Please underline the title in your work. Excellent. Okay, here is a sneaky alien one. Load of old rubbish. Sound it out. G-R-I-O. Grail. Oh, and another alien one. Here we go. Here's our alien. Chipe. Well done. And we've just got two more to sound out this word. Dislike. Dislike. I dislike pickle, poison and peas. Okay. Last one. Unripe. If you eat unripe cherries, they will give you a tummy ache. Unripe. When it's not right, it's not good to eat. Okay, super duper. You will need your home learning book and a pen or a pencil or your whiteboard. We are going to write some words. Please sound out all these words carefully. And remember, we are using the split digraph spelling of the I sound. Spine. The proper word for your backbone is your spine. 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 Okay. We also learned, when we learned about animals in a long time ago in the autumn term, we learned about hedgehogs having spines. The proper word for their prickles is a spine, isn't it? So, spine. Next word, polite. That was very polite. What lovely manners. Polite. Polite. Remember your split digraphs and remember to put your sound buttons on, please. Polite. How are we doing? Oh, having another go. Polite. Polite. That was very nice manners. You are very polite. Polite. It's not plight, it's polite. 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 Okay, your next word, invite. I would like to invite you to my house, but we're not allowed at the moment. Invite. 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 Okay, now those ones have been quite easy, but I am now going to test you Pipe cleaner. Pipe cleaner. Pipe. Miss Fother's top tip is the E sound is the E-A spelling. So the E-A spelling of E for cleaner. Pipe cleaner. Pipe cleaner. Pipe. There's your split digraph for the I sound. Pipe. L-E-N-A. Remember that sound on the end of a word. Pipe cleaner. Let me just see how my children are doing with that. Pipe cleaner. Pipe cleaner. Okay, let's have a look at those words. Okay, so here is our first word. I'm hoping that you all got this word correct. Here we go. Spine. Are your sound buttons in the correct place for the word spine? That was quite an easy one. I'm hoping everybody got that right. If you didn't, just correct it. And let's move on to the word polite. Polite. Are your sound buttons in the correct place? Polite. 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 And our next one, which was another easier one, invite. Invite. I would like to invite you to my house. Invite. Check your sound buttons, check your spelling, correct it if you've made any mistakes. Okay, and our last long, oh, I've just ripped some of it off by holding it in the wrong place. Let me just rewrite that letter, otherwise it won't make any sense. Okay, so here we have pipe cleaner. Pipe. There is our split digraph at the beginning of this word. Pipe. Now you should have the correct spelling of the E sound because I told you which one to use. I told you to use the E-A spelling if you were listening. Remember yesterday we talked about not having a K followed by an L in English at the beginning of words. So you should have the C. So you should have pipe, L-E-N-A, and then our sound, our schwa on the end of the word. Pipe cleaner. So that is one of those sounds that it is a bit of a non-sound. Pipe cleaner. Correct your sound buttons and correct your spelling if you need to. And then your words should look like mine. Spine, polite, invite, and pipe cleaner. Okay, well done, children. We are going to read quite a long sentence now. So remember, we will read it and sound it out if we need to, and then we will reread it so it makes proper sense, because otherwise it's just sounding out words, it's not actually reading. Okay, so here we go. So let's start here. This word says while, while the tide went out. So while the tide went out, the crab stayed inside the shell. So let's read it so it actually makes sense now. Right, there we go. While the tide went out, the crab stayed inside the shell. Let's read it again because we're still talking a little bit like a robot. Let's read it properly now we know what it says. While the tide went out, the crab stayed inside the shell. Well done, much better. So we read it quite a few times then to make sure that we knew what it made, that it made sense. While the tide went out, the crab stayed inside the shell. Okay, so now it is your writing a sentence. And we have been getting longer with these sentences that we've been writing because we are nearly at the end of year one. So I think you're up for the challenge. So listen first to my sentence and then you're going to repeat it. I will say it twice so you can know what it is that you are going to write. When the sun shines, it makes me smile. Okay? When the sun shines, it makes me smile. Your turn.
When the sun shines, it makes me smile.
Oh, nearly. Just one or two people didn't quite get that. I will have another go and then you repeat it so you know what you're writing. When the sun shines, it makes me smile. Your turn.
When the sun shines, it makes me smile.
Brilliant. So now you know, keep repeating that sentence to yourself as you're writing it, and then you won't miss out any words. When the sun shines, it makes me smile. Remember to read what you've already written so you know which word is coming next. Off you go. When the sun shines, it makes me smile. 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 Let me just turn around and see how my gang are doing. Your grown-ups will just see how you're getting on. Don't forget your correct punctuation, please. When the sun shines, it makes me smile. No, there's no apostrophes in this because there is no possession. When the sun shines, it makes me smile. How are we doing? When the sun shines, it makes me smile. Once you've written it, go back and put your sound buttons on so I can check you know how the words are made up of sounds. When the sun shines, it makes me smile. Oh, I'm really liking how my group are repeating that sentence to themselves as they're writing, so they're not going to miss any words out. That's brilliant. Well done. When the sun shines, it makes me smile. Do we know what kind of punctuation should be in that sentence? When the sun shines, it makes me smile. Is it an exclamation? Is it a question? Or is it a statement sentence?
An exclamation.
It's not really, it's nothing particularly funny or strange or loud. You're not shouting it. It's just an ordinary statement sentence. When the sun shines, it makes me smile. So a full stop. Good girl. It's not a question, is it? So we don't need a question mark. When the sun shines, it makes me smile. And of course, at the beginning of your sentence, you will all have the correct capital letter. What is the difference between a capital W and a little w? What's the difference? Anybody in my group? Pippa.
The capital one has points at the bottom.
The capital one does have points. Usually when we draw a little one, it has points as well. The difference is a capital one is tall and a little one is short. That's the only difference with the W. Although some people do a bendy W at the bottom, you're right. But we haven't learnt it like that in school, have we, with our posh handwriting? Okay, I reckon we might be ready now to have a look at this sentence. So, here we go. So, I'm hoping this is one of your keywords from reception when, although now it's not even a keyword because we know that the W and the H make a W sound together. So everybody should have this word spelt correctly. When the sun shines, I hope everybody got that split digraph because that's what we've been doing today. When the sun shines, it makes, there's our split digraph from yesterday, me smile. So there's another split digraph. So 3 split digraphs in that sentence. Who can tell me why when we spell make, it cannot be a C, it cannot be a curly K. It has to be a K there, because otherwise it would say, well done, Aaron, otherwise it would say Macy's. It maces me smile, and that doesn't make any sense, because remember, the C would be followed by an E, which makes it say S. So it has to be a K, otherwise it would say Macy's. So, when the sun shines, it makes me smile. So check you have your sound buttons in the correct place so your grown-ups can check you know how the word is made up of sounds. Especially check for those 3 split digraphs. I've done today's split digraph with the I in it there, but I've snuck in yesterday's split digraph in the word makes. Check that you have WH for when, because that is a very common word and one that you should be able to spell in reception, so you should definitely know it now. And check that you have the correct sound in makes. Okay. Have we all got that? Have you checked yours against mine to check everything is in the right place? And we just needed 1 full stop and a capital letter for our punctuation today. I've also put a comma in there, but you don't need a comma. That's fine. You will learn about those when you go into year 3. Okay, but in a book you might see that. Okay, well done. Some great work in my bubble today. I'm hoping that everyone else in all the other bubbles in school and you with your grown-ups at home have also done some really good phonics today. So tomorrow is our last phonics lesson before the summer holidays, because on Friday we're going to have assembly instead at this time. So tomorrow we will see you for our last phonics lesson, and then it will be the summer holidays. So thank you for joining us and see you soon. Bye.